Retire now if you answer yes to these 5 questions. Have you ever thought about what it would be like to retire now? Some of you probably imagine taking that dream trip to Venice or turning your backyard into a garden oasis. With all the free time that you'd have to dig into your passion projects, I personally would like to travel a lot. Probably internationally. Retirement is a big decision. If you can answer yes to these questions, you might be ready to leap into retirement bliss now. Number 1, have you achieved financial independence? Financial independence is when you have enough income, typically from investments, whether it's stocks, bonds, real estate, or whatever, to make work optional. All right, let's dive into some numbers. The 4% rule is actually a great tool to see if you are ready to retire. Here's how it works. If you have enough saved to cover 25 times your annual expenses, you can safely withdraw 4% of that amount each year without running out of money. For example, if you need $40,000 a year to live comfortably, you should have $1 million saved. This rule gives you a solid foundation to ensure your money lasts throughout retirement. I made a very detailed breakdown of exactly how much you need in retirement, and you can check out that video linked above. But wait, don't quit your job and jet off to Europe just yet. It's not just about your retirement accounts. Having taxable or non-retirement accounts is crucial too. Why? Because they give you access to your money before you hit 59 and a half years old. This way, you can start using your money without penalties before you need to touch your 401k. Fun fact, all retirement accounts require you to be 59 and a half before you can touch them without paying a 10% penalty. That's another level of financial freedom. For context, most Americans retire in their mid-60s, and the Internal Revenue Service, or IRS, allows you to begin taking money from your 401ks and IRAs when you're over the age of 59 and a half. Otherwise, you'll have to pay a 10% early withdrawal penalty. So let's say you're 55 and want to retire early. With a mix of retirement and non-retirement accounts, you can access funds without waiting for the traditional retirement age. This flexibility allows you to travel, pursue hobbies, even start a small business without that financial stress. It's also worth mentioning that real estate can be a great income stream that isn't dependent on you being 59 and a half to touch the funds that you can use before retirement. Number 2, are all your financial protections in place? Let's talk about safety nets. Having your insurance in order is the defense to your investments offense. Do you have health insurance, life insurance, and maybe even long-term care insurance? These are the things that protect you in the event that things do not go as planned. For example, imagine you're enjoying retirement and an unexpected medical expense crops up, like a stroke or maybe an unplanned surgery. With appropriate insurance, you can be covered and your savings will remain intact. No worries about having to get a loan or run up a credit card or having to fill your retirement bucket back up. That peace of mind allows you to focus on recovery rather than financial worry. All these medical hiccups that life can throw at you are often a fact of life as we age. Insurance can be like an umbrella on a rainy day. You're prepared for whatever comes your way. Number 3, is your home paid off? Imagine this, no more monthly mortgage payments. Almost brings a tear to my eye. Owning your home outright is a massive step towards financial independence. Without the monthly expense, you have more money to spend on things that bring you joy, like traveling or hobbies or spoiling the grandkids. Let's do a quick calculation. If your mortgage was $1,500 a month, that's $18,000 a year that you are putting back in your pocket once the mortgage is paid off. Over a decade, that is $180,000. And you can also choose to invest that money. Let's say you're 55 now and you've just paid off your mortgage. By investing $1,500 each month with a 10% return, you'll have an extra $311,328 at age 65. And it's all yours to enjoy. Think of all the adventures you could have with all that extra cash. You could take a dream vacation every year or invest in a passion project. For me, I'd probably up my family's travel fund or expand my home office studio setup, add a pool, maybe a sauna, something along those lines. And it's worth noting that this step isn't exactly mandatory. If you've got enough passive income or investment income to pay your mortgage payment, then this is really not necessarily a priority. Number 4, do you have enough passive income? Passive income is the golden ticket to a stress-free retirement. It's money that flows in without you really having to lift a finger. This could be money from investments, from rental properties, or even a side business that is mostly automated or delegated. The key is to have enough passive income not only to cover your lifestyle, but that will keep up with inflation. For example, let's say you've got rental properties bringing in $2,000 a month. That's $24,000 a year, by the way. Combine that with with your savings and other income sources, and you're well on your way to a comfortable retirement. It's like having a money tree in your backyard because assets appreciate over time and rental real estate typically outpaces inflation, so it's gonna keep producing for you long into the future. Fun fact, my wife and I had a little Airbnb business for a couple of years. My dad owned a home here in Charlotte that we were able to provide a rental income for him, and then we put up the property on Airbnb with his permission, obviously. My wife's an interior designer and she loved the opportunity to do all the fun furniture stuff, and so we had this little passive income thing that was mostly automated, bringing in a few $100s every month. So yeah, things like that are a great example of a passive income play that you can take some time to set up on the front side and have an income stream in your golden years. Number 5, are you mentally prepared for retirement? Retirement isn't just a financial decision, it's also a huge lifestyle change. Are you ready to fill your days with activities that are different from what you're currently doing? Some people find it challenging to transition from a structured work environment to having all 24 hours completely at your disposal. So before stepping into retirement, consider creating a retirement plan that includes hobbies, volunteer work, or even part-time employment in a field that you're passionate about. This plan ensures you're going to have a sense of purpose, making the transition smoother and more enjoyable, so you can make the most of your golden years. For me, I've always wanted to dial in my cooking game, maybe do some cooking classes at the local school, community college, university, and build a skill that can last me for the rest of my life. So if you've answered yes to all these questions, congratulations. You might be ready to retire and start a new chapter filled with freedom and adventure. And if you're not there yet, don't worry. I've got a plan for you. It's done miracles for me and my clients, saving us thousands of dollars annually. You see, most financial advice is about strict budgeting, discipline, and paying off all your debt before enjoying life or having any fun. But we both know that anything that's completely dependent on human willpower is probably doomed to fail. That's why with my automatic money flow method, my clients are quickly breaking the paycheck to paycheck cycle and building wealth on autopilot. You can check out a full breakdown of my method here. And if you've watched this far and found value, please hit the like and subscribe button. It really does help. And I'd love for you to join the Automation Nation here as I'm creating new videos each and every week. Thanks for watching.